Yes.
Richard, it's been really a thrill to get to know you as a friend, and I have just two-part questions. You maybe want to write one down so you know. I read your book. It's a sensational read, and I was about 8 or 9 years after you had moved. You were still a silent partner in the Bitter End, and I showcased there a lot. And showcasing there was different than, you know, some of the village places or even the Improv. It was a real big deal. Like, you know, when you showcased at the Bitter End, it was like, I don't know, it's a silly analogy. It was like sort of the Carnegie Hall of places to have bring management down, and it was really important. It was, if you did well there, it was a real solid for a young comedian, and you had already moved to California. I have two little questions there. You know, in a lot of ways, you're an American master for giving stage to people that have became legendarily, you know, known as masters of their craft. You know, some of the comedians, and certainly, I know Zern Bob didn't play there, very, you know, as you mentioned in the book, didn't play that often, or whatever, for whatever his reasons. And even if you could understand, if he talked to you now and told you why, I mean, it would be hard to even know why. But I want to ask you this. Did you ever have any quiet times, getting to know you and your personality? You transcend with your personality. I mean this in the most loving way. You have such amount of strength in what you did, dealing with all the hundreds of these fragile, crazy, you know, artists. That, you know, you needed a personality like that you had. I don't think anyone else I could think of could have pulled it off. And I want to ask you, were there ever any times when you were quietly at home in your place in the village, when you realized what was going down, who was playing on your stage, and sometimes stages when you had part on and other joints, that you really were doing something that was going to be ultimately an outgrowth of artists that were going to be known worldwide, or did you just take it for granted night after night that this is what you were doing, and that's, you know, you didn't really feel, not arrogant, but that you felt, you just didn't think about it at all, that what you were giving a chance to, some of these artists were already pretty great, like, you know, the folkies, you know, Tim Hardin and Fred Neil, and then some of the comics and some of them you handled became legendary, obviously, years soon after you left the business. That end of the business. Did you ever feel proud of yourself? Did you ever know really what you were handling and what you were going to give birth to?
No.